Hello, 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 everybody. This is Lodurus here. Hope you guys are doing fantastic, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. We're having fun here. Almost at Dark Souls 3. That's how long I've been playing the game. I just threw a little contraption here because found a lot of lava. I was gonna build and incorporate lava, and then I remembered lava sets things on fire, and so I stopped. I was gonna do like maybe a bit of a molten pool to the side where we're living. I don't know. It had struck me as a fancy idea, so I started storing it over here, and then I realized it's a bad idea because things catch fire. So, things I've done since I last saw you. They acquired a sheep, apparently. I don't know where you came from, buddy. No, I found chickens, I found cows, been breeding them up. Should probably start breeding them. I'm sorry, little guy. I have this finished. It's looking kind of good, I gotta say. We got this happy little area here. I like the way it's gonna look. I like the build up to the area where we're gonna build the house. Speaking of which, it's hard to see with this texture pack, but I have actually gotten to the point where I have diamonds and enchantment. Just did some stuff to get an enchantment table. The black wool represents what we're going to work on today. We're going to work on a house. We're going to live somewhere. It's going to be great. I also want to, now that I am thinking about it, let's walk on the pumpkins for a sec here. I don't want to do all 32. I don't even know if I want... We'll experiment. So what I want to do today, I want... Excellent stone. We're going to need this. I want to build a house. We're going to start with the basement and work our way up. But I want to try these... So let's just do this. Cook that faster. I want to try terracotta. I know how to make it. I don't really know what the colors look like. And I don't think options, resource pack... Yeah, we don't have the terracotta file resource pack add-on on, so that's something. We'll see what they look like naturally, and then with the add-on and decide. And I also have sheep. I have lots of sheep. Sheep make me happy. This is just a temporary wall. I also want to, if we have time, I want to work on building a retaining wall for this area here, and a little, just for the pathway that'll come in later to follow along here. Yeah. Yeah, so that's a plan. We know what we're doing. Let's grab, let's not turn you into stone brick. We have stone brick. We're going to use polished granite for the basement. It sounds really weird, I know, but that's what we're going to do. So let's put this down first. This is going to be the inner wall. We're going to knock some of this out and put in some andesite to spice it up a bit. But for now, I just want to get a better feel for what we're doing. Nope. Doing great at this game already. Yeah, so we'll have stairs up and down there. We got time. We'll beat the sun. That's the plan. Actually, I don't really want to fight monsters, but I also could really, really use some bones. I used a lot of them establishing the garden, but I want to see what bone blocks look like. I'm really kind of sad that we only have a zombie spawner somewhere. I've actually forgotten where it is now. Dang it, that's gonna suck. It's underground somewhere. But that'll give us an idea of the area we have to dig out. So what I'm gonna do, and I know we just started the episode, but I figure you guys don't want to watch me. Let's run and sleep. Don't really want to watch me work, although we could talk about things while we work. I mean, that's half the fun. So yep, there we go, out of bed. There we go. Alrighty, sorry. Just wanted to make sure. I'm really not sure what we're gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do for these walls. I realize when I establish the perimeter, I could theoretically expand it, but see, this is my conundrum. I could expand this out a block in all directions and shift this over, or actually leave that there, shift it over a block, and then that would give us a 2-block width to play with. But I don't really want to do a 2-block width wall. I don't want a thick, chunky wall. What I want is a nice thin wall. And so what I'm not sure what we're going to do. I may knock this down, actually, and just use a cobblestone wall. Or maybe do like a cobblestone and this mix. I'll figure something out. But for the meantime, it's just a perimeter to help me visualize where things are instead of just using the red pillars. So what we're gonna do here, I want a basement. I want an awesome basement of cool things, and I was smart and put stuff aside here so I wouldn't forget, and I forgot. It's one of the beauties of humanity, is just having that ability to forget things while you're doing them. So we'll have stairs. I gotta say, I really am... Oop, how the heck did that happen? I wasn't even... That was weird. I know it was on the edge here, and then I placed that and fell down. 1, 2, 3, it goes up. So, I don't know, do we want it right here? I'm actually realizing I'm terrible at designing main floors. Yeah, we want it here. And just to be safe, we're gonna do it that way. Now, my logic for that, if you're wondering, is mobs can't spawn on stairs. So if the lighting isn't perfect in the corner here, that being a stair means I don't have to worry about mob spawning. And that's something I really don't want to have happen, is mob spawning in my house. Who knew, eh? That looks about the right height, though we're going to need a few more stairs for the way down. I'm also kind of sad because I don't really know, when I was designing this house, and again, I'm open to suggestions. Maybe we'll do terracotta for the floor here, but I don't really have... Is that good? Because we're just going to do... We're just doing an oak floor for now. Yeah, that's okay. We'll swap that out for a stair. That way we don't bang our heads. Actually, with how far, 1, 2, 3, we can actually do that and not have to worry about banging our heads. That should work. Let's take a better look. So I've come to realize, I used to, when I first started doing Minecraft, I was I still am a I'm a, oh man, perfectionist to the extreme. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The point I'm trying to get across is, everybody has their bad habits. Everybody has their things, make them. Makes the you. And for me, I'm very much a perfectionist when it comes to creating things. And that is both a good and a bad thing. It's hard to accept variance. You have a vision in your mind, you want to reproduce that perfectly, and when you can't, it's frustrating. Case in point, I'm working on a necklace for a friend of mine for her birthday. A very dear friend of mine. I never get to see her as much as I'd like to, but for her birthday, I'm making her a necklace. Nothing amazing. Although most people would probably regard it as amazing. To me, it's it's a fun challenge. And that's part of the reason why I create is I love the challenge of creation. We'll do this. And that should create a... Yeah, because nothing will spawn there. The act of creation, the challenge of creation, I enjoy that. The taking something from... That was silly. From an idea in your head to a real object, something you can physically hold. That to me is I don't know, I think that's amazing. I love creation. And get over here. But as I was saying, I'm such a perfectionist. I get upset when things don't go the way I plan. But in the same vein, I broke my shovel. In the same vein, it's sometimes that leads to new discoveries. So, as I was saying, the necklace I'm working on for a friend of mine, what am I doing? God, Lodurus, get your brain together. What I'm going to do is, and this sounds insane, I found these little bottles you can put on a necklace, and they're only maybe a centimeter and a half in diameter, if that. I think that's like half an inch for... I'm really bad at converting to imperial. I'm really sorry, guys. I want to. I try to. I fail at it. But I think in imperial that's about half an inch. So I'm making this little bottle, and they've been a wonderful source of inspiration. And so I'm going to put a little origami bunny into the bottle. And use some grasses that I've, again, made out of origami, and it's going to look really good. I'm going to be quite proud of this when it's done, but it's not going entirely as expected. Yeah, I'm having problems. The initial paper I chose for the grass is too thin. It's weird. When you make something that small, one of the big problems I've started to encounter when I've been making these necklaces, because this isn't the first one, you learn very quickly that just simple things can become huge problems. Like the thickness of the paper. That's not something I thought about when I was designing these necklaces. It was just making a necklace, off I go. I've made origami bunnies 100 times before. This isn't a big deal. This'll work. And then I learned that the paper is too thick when you make a bunny that small, which is only maybe, I think it's about half a centimeter. Maybe 5-6 millimeters in size. That's tiny that I'm folding with my hands, and it's difficult. It's hard, but it's, again, the challenge. Creation is always about challenging yourself. You have more fun challenging yourself when creating than you do if you're... Is that... That's gravel, okay. That one gravel texture drives me bonkers. I gotta finish my story because I just looked at how long the episode is so far, and all I have is barely a basement. So I gotta finish the story and the basement, and then I almost said log off. I'll cut here, and then we'll pick back up with basement done. But yeah, simple things like the thickness of the paper causing problems. And so right now my issue is I'm making little origami blades of grass to put in the bottle with the rabbit, and create this cute little scene of a rabbit hiding in the grasses. I think that'll be a really neat idea for a necklace, especially in a little bottle. But my issue is I went and created this. It's beautiful. I love it. The bunny's amazing. And the grass is so small, I can't even use tweezers to spray it with a lacquer or resin to give it a little firmness. Because when I do, the force of the... Sun's going down. The force... Okay, now how does this glazed stuff work? I want blue, or do we want red? We've got red walls. You know what? Let's spice it up and go with yellow. So we do... That's the yellow. So that's yellow terracotta now. And then you cook it? Right? That's how this works? Anyway, long story short, I now have little tiny... Ooh, that's pretty! I like that! Can I have a little more? Okay. If I remember, it's directional? Am I doing this backwards? I think I'm doing it backwards. I'm not sure. We'll figure this out. I'm going to cook some up. But as I was saying, long story short, I have tiny little blades of grass now attached to a sheet of paper because I thought it would be a bright idea to just kind of line them out and spray them with the lacquer from a distance. I had to do a few coats to try and get it on there because I had to hold it quite a distance away to make sure I didn't blow them away. And yeah, I failed. It was great. So I've got to start all over again, which isn't too bad. It gives me a chance to think things through. I'm going to try a different type of paper. It's a little thicker, but it should be able to... I don't know, it should work. We'll see. If I finish it and figure out how to insert pictures in editing, I'll probably throw it into a later episode just to show you guys. But I'm going to, in the meantime, these walls will end up being the granite, which I think is really nice. I do enjoy that the granite uses the stone brick texture, and the pack maker set it up so you get that variance in it. I really like that. It makes the basement look a little more decrepit than it should, but at least it gives it some character. It isn't just all samey. So I'm going to work on this and cut here, and we'll pick back up with the basement done, and then we can start on more of the house. So I will see you guys in a sec. Alright, we're back. I've got the basement done. I gotta say, this is a very bright tile. Oh my god. Yeah, let's get the full experience here. Positioning the tile is kind of awkward, I gotta say. I don't know if I'm a fan of the rotational placement. It's not bad, it's just finding that first, like when you want to put in the corner here, you have to start like this, then this, then this, then this. But your first instinct is just to place the block this way, which makes it upside down. So it's a little weird, but it's not bad. I was kind of worried here with the odd number that it would look goofy, but I'm actually really happy with it. It despite the odd number, it doesn't look as goofy as, you know, you'd first expect. So this is the basement. I'm going to do more with it, but for the time being, I think this is the plan for that. I want to try and show you what we're going to do. Now, the build I have in mind is 2, 3, 4. Very similar to a another YouTuber. His name is iBob. Is where I got the initial idea for the building. It's an expansion of 2, 3, 4. His general idea, but it also combines a bit of the typical style house that I really do love to build. So I think the two of them together make a nice mishmash. I like his really what it is. It's the base of the house that he's designed. I think it's really... Thought I heard a zombie. Probably just crazy. The base that he's designed, I think it's really nice. It's got a lot of character. I think it's 3, 4. I think it's interesting, and I really enjoy it. And that's really that's the important part, right? When you're building something, you want to build something that you find interesting, something you enjoy, something you'll like. And that's, you know, the point of creation, the fun of creation. So let's go here. We're going to need these. 2, 4. Now, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to replace some of the stone brick and the stone brick stairs with cobblestone and cobblestone stairs and some cracked stone brick and some mossy stone brick. Just, again, add a bit of character, make it look a little cooler. Nope, you missed. Try again, Lodurus. You are the weakest link. Nope! Man, you are doing great today. Look at you learning how to play Minecraft. Let's... So it's a pretty simple design, and then in each of the corners it'll come up, and we'll fail at walking. It's great. 2, 3. Nope, failing again. Actually, I might just work on this one wall just to show you. Just so you have an idea of what I'm doing, and then we can come back with the first floor done. Still got to work on the second floor. It's weird. I have the interior of the second floor figured out, but there's a few changes I think I want to make to the second floor, just the way it looks. And then from what I initially played with in my creative world. Really got to move that enchanting table. It is literally in the worst place possible. Stop that. Boop. There we go. Actually, we can do that. That should be enough. Yeah, so what we're going to do, and like I said, I'm going to go back and add in some andesite. Nope, get back here. But I think for now, just so you guys can see, we're gonna put in some walls, put in some windows, just get the basics in. Fail terribly at positioning blocks. I mean, that's standard. That's what I do. There's one thing I was good at, it'd be failing. Failing upwards. 3, 2, 3. I forgot a block though. There we go. Boop. There we go. All better. All right, let's... Man, it'll look so good once the andesite's in. And I love seeing that just little bit of yellow peeking through there. It's such a bright, happy color. I don't know, I gotta see the rest of the terracotta, but I'm really happy so far with what I've seen. It's bright, it's cheery. I hope that's what they were going for, because this is gonna sound really odd considering the fact that I complain about how bright and unrealistic the water is, but I like that they've created something in the game that's cheery. Like, I don't know, that sounds insane. So I really like the lapis lazuli block. It's bright, it's pretty, it's... Get back here. You're irritating me by floating there. It's a cheery block to me, and it's pretty, but it's so hard to get. Like, it is... Oh. You need 9 lapis, so unless you have fortune on a pick... Seriously, I'm like short... Okay, good. I was gonna say, I'm short too, seriously? Unless you have fortune on a pick, like, it's just... Oh, it's not worth it. Yeah, we're good there. And actually, let's grab some... That worked out nicely. Let's pop these in. I want the windows. We're gonna put a... Do I have a stair? I don't have a stair. I have 2 stairs. Perfect. Again, I love doing this. It just adds depth. See? Adds a little more depth to the build. But we are going to throw in... We're going to have a first floor. Oh man, this is going to be amazing. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Again, I just want you guys to see what the first floor is going to look like. We can go to bed soon, because I actually remember to move my bed. instead of running all the way over there. I actually hid in the basement through the entire night because I wasn't paying attention. Then popped up like a groundhog and was like, oh, hey, darkness, time to run. I may actually do that trick over here with the windows to give them a little bit of depth, but we'll see. My initial build, I didn't give the windows any depth. I feel like that's a mistake now. I also have to murder cows. Yeah, I need to murder the cows. Let's just... I miss the sunsets in Minecraft. They're so pretty. Alright, let's see how this looks. Dang it, I have so many windows. It's both wonderful and terrible. Okay, let's... There we go. See? Happy little house. Again, I gotta work on the interior. Adding some andesite here will actually give it a bit of character. Make it less boring. That's the point, right? Like, we want to make things less boring. Alright, let's open up here. No friends? No friends! Hooray! Something else I want to grab. Let's grab birch leaves. Oh, this is something I wanted to show you guys. This is what makes this texture pack amazing. You see that? Note blocks are a crate. Isn't that amazing? That is perfect. I absolutely love that. I think that is absolutely perfect for decorating the interior. I can't get enough. Okay, we need that, and let's try spruce or birch and oak. We want lighting. And how's that? That's not bad. So the idea is here, the leaves will, again, mobs don't spawn on leaves. I heard a zombie, I swear. No, I'm crazy. I don't know if the spruce leaves are going to stay. Let's look at oak. Put that there. And it's deep enough down that you don't actually see. You've got the bit of green there to kind of hide what you've done. I don't know what I like. Well, let's look at the birch then. I'm not sure which I like more. You guys let me know. Oh my god. Why must I always use the wrong tool for the job? Yeah, I know why I didn't add any depth or texture to the bottom of the window. You don't really see it with the bush there. Maybe at the top, but then you've got this here already. I don't know, we'll see. I think the spruce stands out a little too much. I like the green. I like the I don't want to say brightness, but it's not the dark. I guess it's the darkness. The boldness of the color versus these two. This blends in, the birch blends in with the grass a little too much. This stands out a little more. I don't want to use just oak, so what I might do is just alternate randomly between oak and birch, and I'll save this to make a couple custom trees. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's the plan. So let's oak and you. And I can work on this off camera, like I said. We'll get this done. I wanted to show you guys a bit more, and actually, never mind looking at the time. I fully suck at managing my time. I apologize. So what I'm going to do is, I guess, call it an episode here. We didn't really do much. Man, I feel like we didn't do much. We talked a lot. That was good. I'm curious what your guys' inputs about creativity as well. What inspires you, things like that. I'm, in the meantime, going to... maybe we will add something up there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I'll... before I end the episode, I will cut here again. I'll at least get the first floor done with the bushes and roughing up the pillars and adding the andesite in, so you guys can get a feel for that. And yeah, so I'll see you in a sec. Alright, just quick guys, you can see I've got most of the work here done. Managed to throw something together for the wall. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I kind of like it. I do want to kind of spruce up these walls so they get a bit more character. I added a bit of mossy cobblestone wall in there just to, differentiate a little. Again, spice it up a bit. I think this should keep the baddies out. I was working on this and got jumped. As you can see, I've added an extra little layer there. This may not keep the baddies out. I may have to bring that over one more. It looks better with just the one, but like I said, I got snuck upon by a ninja zombie, and I really, really am happy it's not a ninja creeper, because that would really have sucked. But just to give you guys a look, you can see the house now, how it's looking. We got the first floor. I really like the look of the first floor from a distance. It looks really good. I think next time we'll work on the second floor and the roof. The roof's going to be kind of complicated. I think I'm going to change a bit. I also want to... I think I might terraform this a little more. If I had some dirt, I might put some dirt here and here. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I ended up having to terraform pretty much this entire area. Like, the hillside came to here, and then it went down and over towards the flatland over here. So that's a lot of dirt, and I didn't cheap out. I went all the way. Like, that's... I went all the way, so that was quite the feat. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah, I went ham bone. So there's been a lot of work put into this. But what I think I'm going to do, I guess I'll show you the inside for a little bit here, is call this an episode. Hope you guys like it. I'm not gonna lie, I really love the look of the house so far. I love this cheery little floor we have. It's almost like a honeycomb. I moved the enchanting table over there just so it's out of the way. But yeah, you can see how the bits of andesite in there, give it some character, make it look good. Just add some variance to the boring old wall. This texture pack does have some variance within the stone. As you can see there, you've got some darker stone, some lighter stone, and a medium stone. But I mean, remember, a lot of the stuff too I've been designing to look good in vanilla, and then adding a texture pack should just make it look that much more amazing. That's my plan for when I build. Come up here. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Like I said, I'll work on the wall, spice it up a little, make it match the house so it's got that beat up look like it's been around for a while. I will wait to add the rest with you guys. This is just some of the stuff that's going to get added. And boop, there we go. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna throw these stumps down just so I remember where the roof is and how the roof is going to be positioned. We'll go over that more in the next episode. But as always, thank you guys very much for watching. I always appreciate your input and your comments, so please feel free. Let me know what you think of the house. I'm gonna fall. Yeah, I think that's gonna look... I think that's gonna look really good. I'm a little sad it's slightly off-center, but that can't be helped. But in the same vein, it's not that bad, because you can... Coming from this side, you'll be able to look over into the yard there. I'm not sure what we're going to put just yet. I think we might build I've built this before, but why not? I might build a little chicken coop or something. Just some place we can store the animals. It'll be more decorative than functional. We'll keep the functional stuff. We might actually use the mine for the functional stuff, and I may put a secret passage or something in the... Actually, I want to see something. Ooh. And then we can have a path go off this way. Kind of like that. Oh, I think I like that. Actually, it would make more sense to have that gone. Oh, I think I like that, actually. Oh. Oh, I do. Oh, I like that. Okay, we'll work on that more next time. In the meantime, though, again, as I was saying, thank you very much for watching. Until I see you again, please take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Bye-bye.